And we're live. Hey, everybody. Hello, everyone who comes back to watch the show after the chat. And Uncle Kyle, hey. How you doing, HRM? Hey, we got two watching, including me. What a fun Sunday. Let's see here. We all set up? Cool. Awesome. Wait for everyone to come join us. Capiche? I made some more Keep It Burning candles, and I noticed in these little letter stencils that I've been using, there's a dash, and kind of got a little crazy with it. Almost looks like sparks. Wait, which way does it go? There we go. Keep it burning. I made up 5 of these last week and shipped one to Snow Zeus. He was one of my customers on my Etsy store. My Etsy store is really taking off, and I want to thank all of you for your interest in shopping for Fatwood. I think I shipped, let's see, 13 pounds of Fatwood to one guy, not counting the several knots. Gosh, I must have sold about over 30 pounds of Fatwood in 1 week. I don't know why, but my money's not going through yet. I had to figure that one out. Still learning the curves of Etsy. So today I'm outside and the kids in the neighborhood are telling me they got to start school tomorrow. And I'm like, really? Hell, I thought Michigan had passed a law where you couldn't start school till after Labor Day because some people don't get back from vacation till then. And I've been keeping this super wubble around for the kids on a special day. Everyone sounded so stressed out about having to go to school. I got their mind off of it. We did a video today and we blew up the super wubble, and boy, did we have fun. At first, we were playing with balloons, and these things just float in the air real good. And HRM, have you ever seen those? I don't know if you hang around kids much, but there's these, for water balloons, you can buy this canister that's plastic. It's got some balloons in it, and it's got a pump, and it's got a spout. You can fill it with water to make your water balloons instead of using the hose. Put your water balloon on the spout and fill it up that way. Well, I got to thinking. I asked the kids, I said, do you think it would actually pump air? And sure enough, we were pumping these long balloons up, and one of the kids knew how to tie animals and hats and all that stuff, so they made me a dog. Yep, those kinds of kids. Oh, I love kids, man. Gotta love them. And we were blowing up balloons, and I says, I wonder how big I can blow up this balloon before it pops. That was pretty fun. So we got the super wubble out, and we headed over to one of the neighbors' yards because he's got a really big yard, and boy, was that fun. Multi-gunman, how's it going? It's going great over here. Yes, I don't know where to buy them. Family Dollar has those pumps, and I had been shopping around online for pumps for these, and they're like $8, $9, $10. All this time I had something that filled them up, and that was pretty fun. Now, I don't know if any of you know the channel Epic Review Guys. They're some of my favorites. And I saw them blow up one of these super wubbles with water and see how big they could get it before it broke. We did that too. Not very many kids get to destroy toys that are given to them. Shalice allows them to do that, and we will push stuff to the limits. A lot of the kids in the neighborhood won't be here next summer, so I've been spending a lot more time hanging out with the kids, one-on-one time. I tell you what, these things get big. It looks like Superman ice cream. Hey, if you got headphones on, might want to take them off because this thing might pop. Here we go. You won't believe how big this balloon gets. Oh yeah, and it'll take a minute. Oh, this one ain't gonna get as big as the other one. Oh yeah, that's about at its peak, huh? Woohoo, look at it go. Sometimes you need some kids in your diet. Keep us young, don't they? Lucky for me, they're everybody else's kids, so I don't have to worry about them when I'm indoors at night. You need a raincoat? Oh man, we filled that thing up with water, and at first I picked a level spot in my yard because the Epic Review guys, when they filled their super bubble and they got it moving around, it kind of got away from them because it went downhill. So I was trying to make sure I did it on level ground. Oh no, we got her all the way full as we figured we would get it. And the next thing you know, it took off and it went rolling. And I'm like, grab it, stop. I told the kids this is made of such a stretchy material that you can grab it, you know, like you do the back of a puppy's neck, and you can stretch it all you want and it won't break. As a matter of fact, I got a tiny wobble. I should have brought that over for an example. Hey, that was a lot of fun. Sounded like a fart. Well, at least it didn't smell like one, huh, Brandon? Heck yeah, we like to push things to the limits. Yep, they've got quite the imagination. I thought it was pretty cool one of the kids knew how to make animals, so I went to the store and I bought him a couple bagfuls. Cheap entertainment's what I call it. You sounded like a fart. We can do that too. So let's talk about Fatwood. This is jack pine. A lot of the jack pine that I collect is really dry, actually. The wood right about through here is real dry. Yeah, I sold over 30 pounds of Fatwood last week. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. I always like to surprise people and throw extra goodies in. Snowzoo says he's going to do a review video for me of what he bought from me. And I slipped in a free candle in there for him just to surprise him. I love making these. They smell so good. Almost looks like a boat. Speaking of boat, this pine knot looks like a boat. I'm still waiting for a good day to get out and go collect some more pine knots and restock my Fatwood because the hoard is finally getting a little more under control. Oh, when was it? Thursday or Friday, I remelted a lot of my resin and poured them into, as I said, last Fatwood Anonymous 2 weeks ago. I said I was going to have new inventory to add to my store, and I was going to include these because the weather's cooling down. I noticed that the pine resin that I'm melting down that came from the loblolly, not the loblolly pine, the lodgepole pine. When I was out in Oregon, I had the soft tree boogers that you could, you know, squish with your fingers. It's such a soft pine resin that it melts so easily. Good evening, SKS Hugo. I gotta go grab that. I actually put them in the fridge just so they won't melt. I'll be right back. But I got about a dozen of them here. And like I said, last Fatwood Anonymous, I said I was going to put up some new inventory in my Etsy store and announce it tonight. But I'm having issues with funds and my bank account and Etsy and it going through. So I'm not going to announce any new inventory until next Fatwood Anonymous. I'll have a little bit of money in my pocket and I'll be able to make sure that I can ship these packages out. Because for whatever reason, my money's not going through. And I had to borrow money last week to ship out my packages. Aloha, Hike with Mike. How you doing, man? When I was melting down pine resin last week, I found some white pine tree boogers and white pine resin that someone had shipped me years ago. I don't remember who it was, but I was playing around. Man, it almost smelled minty. It was so nice. It smelled so good. And I was able to make some really different ones. But it's crazy. Since I've been taking this pine resin and melting it down and putting it into molds, I'm noticing I'm learning so much about the texture and the different trees and the different types of pine resin. And it's crazy how soft some of it is. And some of it, you have to really heat it up like lava just to get it to liquefy. Where's the one I broke? I think I put that on that one on the table. These are fun, man. I love playing around with this pine resin. I really got to get out and find some more. I don't like going out on the hot days. I'm always looking for a dry, cool morning. Yeah, it is. It's fun, man. I was pouring those big disc ones, but they break so easy. Adam McGinnis, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming. So last week I made 5 Keep It Burning candles. I tried the yellow flame and sparks. You know, these letterings, they got dashes, and I'm like, hey, that kind of looks like sparks. I take my wooden wicks. These are smokeless wooden wicks. And what I do is I cut them in half and make them tiny. As you can see here, there's 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. On the bottom, there's only 3. So I've got 2 in each one. And I make them kind of like a zigzag. Some of them end up a little bit more straight. That one's got hearts. But like I said, I'm not adding any new inventory into my Etsy store till I figure out what I'm doing wrong or what I need to do right. Or both. Oh, how lovely. I don't even think I have any moderators in here, do I? Let's see. Triumph Screen Printing, SKS Hugo, HRM. All right, Malty, we got some mods in here. Cool. Thanks, SKS Hugo. There we go. Hide user from this channel. Awesome. Yeah, sometimes we get people a lot like the kids in the neighborhood that go, hey, look at me. Some people just want the wrong kind of attention. Oh, I was thinking, let me see here. I'm trying to get more organized. Since I've been making candles, I'm kind of somewhat organized, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about getting more organized because a lot of times I'll be shipping and packaging, and I'm getting there. Working on that because, boy, I can get a clusterfuck going on in here. Oh, my molds also have king crowns, not just queen. But unfortunately, when I try to do the king crowns, they break. Now, you probably can't see that, but it's broken. It's really hard to get these little pieces to stay together. Sure is cool, though. And it only smells if you warm it up. I keep wanting to smell it. All right, let's see. How come that's not deleting? I like the hot days, but I am from Florida, so I'm used to it. Yeah, I'm a big sissy when it comes to heat, especially since my transplant and the weight gain. Oh my God. And I miss going out in the wintertime. I've done so many videos on YouTube my first year out in the winter. I mean, 20 degrees out, I'm shooting videos. But then it just got harder for me to go out in the wintertime because I sweat so bad and I get hypothermic even in the wintertime. It really stinks. Not stinks, but you know what I mean? Cheers. I did not write down my list, so I'm not organized today. I'm just kind of going with it. As you saw, I put up a squirrel video with Mama and her babies. Man, I have been watching her and watching her. And then when I realized she did have her babies, I've been watching for those. And what a treat to see them all lined up like ducks in a row on a freaking branch. Man, she is loving it too. This is the squirrel's mom's first litter. I'm a wuss in the cold. Well, that's why you're there and I'm up here. And I'm from California, believe it or not. I don't like everyday sunshine. After about 5 weeks of sunshine every single day, I'm sorry, but to me, that's really boring. I need a good wild storm once in a while, especially up here in Michigan. Right where I'm at from Lake Michigan, I get some awesome storms. And we do get tornadoes up here. Seen plenty of them. Don't want to be a part of them, though. I'll take Canadian weather over Florida. There you go, Vash. Fist bump. Hell yeah. I thought I hid that person. I don't know why it doesn't go away. Let's see here. I guess it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't. Huh. They must have some tricks up their sleeves. It's all right. It'll disappear once you guys type enough in the chat. Hey, Media by God, and I haven't seen you in a while. Heck, I haven't been over to visit your channel in a while. Good to see you. How's the traveling doing? I believe you like to travel and film your travels down the road, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. There's so many of you. Try to keep up with y'all. I love the perspective of going down the road and watching the sun go down and just nice Fatwood you sent to my good friend Nathan. Oh, I thank you. I felt kind of bad because Nathan bought all of my core wood, which is only, I would say, 60% resinous, but it's some damn good Fatwood. It's just a little on the dry side. The first customer that I had on my Etsy store give me some bad reviews, but I don't think it was because the Fatwood was dry. I think it was somebody that didn't like me anyways. I don't know, but I made sure to send that person something better, and I gave that person a letter, and I says, I'm only wanting to make things right. You don't have to change your review. Just want to make sure I make things right and you're satisfied. And then everyone else that's been to my Etsy store and bought from me, thank you, thank you, thank you for the awesome reviews and the pictures. That's not easy to get. I mean, somebody to actually show a picture of what they got. Some people will buy my pine knots, and when they get them, shave them all down and just expose all the resin. Those are cool pics too, man. Thank you all so much. And if you ever want Fatwood from me, it's really easy to get. If you go on Etsy, Fatwood Queen. I've made it default, so anytime I put up a video now on YouTube, it's got a link to my Etsy store, and I don't charge very much. Oh, good, good. Good to know, SKS. Thank you. Cool, you found some petrified wood. Not far from my dad's house over by Calistoga, Northern California, there's a petrified forest. My mom's got a big chunk in her house here in Michigan. I think she got from there. Until you get to light. Oh, can't get it to light. You trying to light petrified Fatwood. Don't worry about the spelling. We all do it. I know what you meant. Oh, you missed Nathan's beer reviews. Yes. Well, he got into the turning and burning, man. We'll have to remind him, say, oh no, maybe he's not doing a beer review because we haven't been sending them to him. Maybe. I'm just guessing. So maybe we need to find a beer from our local area like people used to do and send him one to try. Nathan's a pretty busy guy. I am amazed by that man. My property is surrounded by loblolly pine. Sweet. No good for Fatwood. Really? But good for growing berries. Huh? Let's see. Fixing truck, yes ma'am, and using drones now. How cool. This time, major thunderstorms every day, lots of dangerous lightning. Yeah. Said Nathan, a non-alcoholic. Ha! No way, man. This shit smells loose. Nah. Or send him some smoke. Puff, puff, pass. Hey, well, most of us do it. Yeah, I'm keeping these pine resin crowns in the refrigerator this time because the last time I made these, they all went flat. Where'd I put it? See, I told you I got to get more organized. I got all kinds of stuff up here for the show. But yeah, they go flat. And I believe it's because this is a low melting point resin. It's so soft to the touch. And I'm afraid I go shipping them to people, there won't be a crown anymore. The soil around the trees is perfect for blueberries and stuff. Moved from flat, boring Texas to hill pine trees, heaven, Arkansas. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You know, before I lived here in the house, I was staying over at Willow Creek Apartments, and there's pines there. In fact, I've done a few videos over there, and I miss stepping out my door on a rainy day and smelling all those pine needles on the ground. I thought about getting me a big old bag or a box and just go out in the woods and just get all the pine needles I can, put them out in the backyard in a spot where instead of bark, pine needles. So maybe I can get that smell when it. Yes, we need to bother Nathan to get back on the vehicle and send this. I'm loving your stickers. Classic 18th century. Need one semi truck. You know, those actually, that's not. You probably already know, but some people don't. I guess I'll tell you the story about this. So, this is Annie Oakley. It's a very famous picture. And let me think. I started YouTube. I basically opened up an account for the first time. I was learning the computer. It was December of 2015. And I didn't make videos until almost a year after that, October of 2016. Before that, let's see. So February 2016, my brother Michael and James saw a picture of Annie Oakley. And they was busting up laughing because she looks exactly like me. And I was just learning how to use a computer. And they emailed me a picture of Annie Oakley, this picture. And then they texted me or called me, I think, and said, hey, check out this email. She looks just like you. And at the time, it's like split an image. I'm like, holy crap, I got a doppelganger. And then a year later, I was on YouTube and I started the account, but I had a silhouette. I didn't have a picture yet. And I didn't know how to use a digital camera either, 2016. I mean, I'm old school. And I've always been kind of in the dark ages, using a flip phone. I'd always recorded with a VHS video camera shit up until 2015. Hell, I used to have 5 of them damn cameras. So when it came time, and I got tired of having the silhouette, I asked my son if he could make this my profile picture. And it's been that way ever since. I noticed that a lot of people will use SpongeBob SquarePants or, another one that's real popular, Morgan Freeman. It's crazy how many people use famous people for their profile pics. And I've always been worried, like, won't I get copyrighted or something? And everyone's been like, no. So my newest business card, I made sure to clarify and put Annie up here. Should have put Annie Oakley. This is my old sticker. But yeah, I'm not claiming to be Annie Oakley. I'm just a very big admirer of her. And this is the coolest picture. Yeah, I love the old style. It's got the hunting. And if you don't know Annie Oakley very well, she's a famous marksman. And she used to travel with Buffalo Bill. And she would always shoot with a 22. And would you know, I got a 226. Kind of a 22. It's kind of fitting, Are you planning on turning ferro rod handles and strikers? Oh, yes. Let's see here. I haven't announced that yet on Fatwood Anonymous. So, since the last Fatwood Anonymous, I have purchased a wood lathe. And I'm flat busted broke because of it. But I tell you what, this old guy up on the corner, or up on the hill, he's lonely. He's been lonely for a long time. He's got a dog. He's really old. We don't see him take walks around the block anymore. Sounds like he's moving to an apartment for seniors so he can sit around in the lounge, hang out with people, barbecue outside, and hopefully he can take his dog with him. So he was having a yard sale, and his family was helping. And my friend Debbie and I, we walked up there, and I was like, oh, that's a nice lathe. And I noticed it's got shavings in it, and it had a box of tools. All the tools were still in their wrappers except for two. He had only used two of the tools. This is $100 worth of tools. And he had only used the lathe once or twice. It's a $500 lathe with $100 worth of tools for $150. And I got them to throw it on a trailer and bring it down to my house and even carry it up to the back door. I'll be damned. Now, I've had someone offer me a lathe a few years back, and I said, no, I haven't turned on a lathe since, gosh, 1998, 1999, somewhere around there. And the medication that I'm on, I don't really want to be working any machinery. That's why I don't use a chainsaw, because I got a bad back. And I'm coming off of that pain med. So I want y'all to understand, I work slow. I work real slow. And I doubt I'll get into it big right away. Kind of like YouTube, I would say I'm going to YouTube someday. And I'm going to learn a computer someday. Usually takes me a couple years, but I always do it. I've learned to make sure I don't force myself and work into it as I go. I always make effort to learn something new every day, so I open new doors for learning other things, and I got to go at my own pace. So I don't know if I'll get into it right away or hot and heavy, but I'm definitely looking forward to turning on that lathe. I've already got some people giving me some stuff for it. It's going to be very helpful. And another thing, I've never turned wood. I've only turned metal. So that's going to be a new thing also. I'm used to metal shavings in my socks. This splinters will work, I guess. But yeah, I have a new lathe. It's a wood lathe. And we'll see how it goes. But don't expect me to jump right into it. I might have to take my time. I've been very successful working this way. I'm just very slow. I was dating a guy last year, and I would say, I'm going to do this someday. Or, oh, I'm going to learn that. And he would say, yeah, right. No, you aren't. What do you mean, no, I'm not? Because I don't do it right away? I will. On my own time. And that's how you're successful. You'll know it. Thank you. Thank you, Adam McGinnis. Oh, yes. Always use eye protection. Absolutely. Anytime I'm out weed whacking, I know how that shit gets up in my eyes. Back when I worked at the factory, even the safety glasses weren't good enough. I'd still get flux. Oh my God. Doing brazing and stuff. I never got into welding. I wanted to do that. My grandpa was a crack shot with a 22. Hell yeah. Never use towels or wear gloves using it. Right. I tell you what, I was in industrial machine shops class. It was new. There had been a bunch of machinery donated to the VOTEC vocational training out here. They looked like they were military from a ship. They were all green. There was mills, lathes, drill presses, bandsaws, vertical and horizontal. They had all kinds of machinery. I was loving that. I skipped right out of horticulture class to go to that when I heard that open up. And then I got some funds to get an extra year of it. I was really hoping to get into tool and die, but when I saw the precision and math, the math was I got into forklift driving instead. That was just too fun. I never imagined I'd get into candle making. That's kind of girly for me. You know, hey, I was wondering, I still haven't looked it up. I probably could right now. I was wondering if you could turn wax. Because, you know, I was getting into candle carving where you dip. I've got all kinds of molds where you can, you know, get your rope, your wick, and dip into wax. And I was dipping my molds into wax and hanging them up and carving them. I was having trouble with my back and holding myself up. I still plan on getting back into that. But who knows? I might try to turn some wax. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, forklift driving is great fun. Gosh, I had so many different forklift licenses because I was working at so many different places. I was volunteering for a lot of jobs, especially downtown. I live in the Cereal City capital, and I think for 12 years, I was the volunteer forklift driver for the longest breakfast table, and that was fun because I get to go up to the W.K. Kellogg building, buzz myself in, get the keys to the forklift outside. It'd be a propane one. Take right off down the street, drive around downtown on a forklift, and got to work with the disabled kids. And man, I really missed that. I almost want to go down there and figure out who I need to get into to get back to doing that again, because I guess they had a lot of trouble getting someone to do it for free. I will. I didn't like unloading the banana trucks. Man, what a freaking tall, top heavy from the street, from a semi. You're not on a dock or nothing. You're just pulling up to the semi, and whoo, I'm really good at. They always came to me when there was something difficult to get down. I never dropped a thing ever, and I could get anything down from a rack, no matter how broken or screwed up it was. They always came to Schließ. Actually, my handle back then was Shanae. Didn't like that much, but it stuck. Hey, Brenda, my beautiful friend, how you doing? It took me 2 years to get used to not working. I like that I got into this hobby here because it keeps me busy. I go nuts if I don't stay busy. I'm too young to be disabled in my mind. I hate it. I'm a very abled disabled. I drive with a handicap license, believe it or not. And I like the fact that YouTube, I can edit my videos so I don't like look disabled, kind of hide it a little bit, because I have to do things differently. I've taken some really special classes on how to manage my pain and how to do things right and pace myself so I can be successful and not be laid up all the time every time I try to do something. Ah, you've dropped stuff. 2 pallets of toilet rolls. Hey, at least it was toilet paper, huh? At least they weren't motors. Oh man, I get nervous when you're getting big, heavy, like not big motors, just little motors. You know that's expensive. I remember one time I was training a temporary, and this particular warehouse had these heaters up on the ceiling, gas-powered heaters. Son of a bitch hit that heater. There goes the gas. Somebody shut off the gas. Somebody shut off the gas. Start calling people. Yo, I want to go outside. I don't want to be anywhere. Oh, that stupid idiot. Damn, hit the damn heater and freaking broke the gas line. Oh my God. Hey, if you've ever drove forklift, especially up north in the colder regions, and you get the static real bad in the wintertime, and you go to drive up to pick up a metal rack, and you can see this long blue spark traveling from the metal rack to your forks. Whoo, the static. Holy crap. Always make sure you got a chain tailing you on the back of your forklift. Freaking static, man. Imagine if there'd been static like that when that dude hit that heater. Oh, man. Hell, one year at Denzel, I think the boss said I had trained 90 temporaries that year. He just couldn't get nobody to stay. Smelled like strawberry vomit. What? A pallet of Up and Go. Too funny. Whatever the heck Up and Go is. Man, if I wasn't disabled, I'd love to drive one of the buses or hell, even garbage truck. We need garbage truck drivers around here. Some of the towns don't have enough employees to drive the dang garbage trucks. I'll take it. I know I got to go to the landfill and shit, but I'd love a driving job. I've always been good at driving. My sister couldn't even drive the dang lawnmower. Put me on it. I'll drive it. I remember when it was time for my sister to learn how to drive, and we was going down the dirt road and she wouldn't slow down enough for the curve. We went right into the cornfield and we kept going. My stepdad's like, hit the brake. Hell, I don't know. Man, we went way into the cornfield. Man, that was just something you'll never forget. Christine can't drive with the shit. I love driving. Now I just drive around a little puddle jumper. I wish it was a stick shift. Whatever gets you to the grocery store. Dang, I don't usually smoke on Fatwood Anonymous. How many we got watching? 5 of you? I think everyone's out enjoying the summer. I still can't believe kids are going back to school tomorrow. Wow. Hey, what was that? That was weird. What else am I covering tonight? Oh, I don't know how many of you are familiar with my Facebook channel or my red-bellied woodpecker, Jake. But Jake's been a buddy of mine for 6, 7 years now. I think red-bellied woodpeckers live about 10, 11 years. He's been around for a while, and I always know where his hole is. And I do videos of him on my bird channel, the Bird Bash channel. For the very first time, all this time I've known Jake and his mate Flicka, I've never seen them have babies. And I'll be damned, I saw a baby the other day. I was standing on my front deck. I love my front deck because I'm on a berm. You got to go up a couple flights of stairs to get up to my house and onto my deck. I'm kind of up in the trees in a way. Best place for birds and bird watching. And I'm standing there and I see Jake fly up and land on a tree. And another one followed and I'm like, get the fuck out. I never get a picture of Jake and Flicka together, ever. So I'm thinking it's Flicka, right? I come in the house to get my camera. I've only posted this on Facebook. Jake is my main picture on my Facebook. But I started zooming in. It wasn't Flicka. It was a baby. It looked like female. And he flew down to me like he always does. I give him a walnut half. Flew back up and started feeding it to him. Son of a bitch, how cool was that? Too cool. I wonder if I have it. I've been doing a lot of reorganizing in my computer. Documents, Wondershare, output, Mama Squirrel, Jake feeding his baby. There it is. I'll be done. Let's see here. Share screen. Share screen. This one. Yep. Share. There we go. Good deal. Now let's go down here. Click on that. Make it large. Jake's feeding his girl Flicka. I hardly ever get a picture. No, I've never had a picture of the. Aw, come on, come over here. Now, how do I stop sharing? There we go. I got still shots of this little bird. I thought he was feeding Flicka, his mate. And when I got close-ups and zoomed in and took some pictures and come up here on the big screen, I'm like, oh, holy crap, that's a baby. Hell yeah, you go, Jake. Good old dad. Hey, Dish. Hey, if one of you ladies ever want to be my co-host, I really miss having a co-host. If you ever want to join me. I think everyone's afraid to. They don't know crap about Fatwood. Yep. Brenda's still here. Heck yeah. Good to see you, Dish. Dish had a birthday party a few weeks back, and I surprised her. Happy birthday! Got to meet her for the first time. MCK, howdy, how you doing, man? Good to see you too. I've been making more Keep It Burning candles. I gotta get a different, I don't like this yellow and orange. It's a little bit too bright and kind of neon. I'm trying to get a little bit more of a natural look. That's not very natural. It's almost cartoonish. But I love these little fire flame molds. Hey, I didn't think of that. I should be pouring my resin, my pine resin into one of these. I've got butterflies. Shit, I got so many dang molds for wax. I don't know, I hit that middle age where you start liking candles and things that smell good. Plus, my kid grew up and moved out, and he's got a sensitive nose. So, man, when my kid moved out, man, I just started stinking this place up with all kinds of candles. Oh, your birthday is this Friday. Well, are you in Michigan? I think you are. I can't remember. I'll have to come see you. Then again, I'm getting low on gas and my funds are low. I've still got 2 weeks to go before I get paid. DoorDash sucks. Spread the word. Always cold deliveries and waste of money. Shit, I could have told you that. Of course, I ain't never used DoorDash, but I think even if I sent my mom to go grab me something at McDonald's, the fries would be soggy by the time they got to me. We got some neighbors over here, and it's been a common thing. So a lot of times when we're all hanging outside, us neighbors, and we see a car that's kind of lost, we just assume it's DoorDash because the neighbors, man, they got some disposable cash over there. They're always ordering it. Taco Bell, McDonald's. Oh, you live in Kentucky. Well, it might take me about 8 hours, but I'll get there. I used to drive to Kentucky to meet up with YouTubers. Then the pandemic happened. Gary Meldrum, good to see you, man. How you doing? Great to see you. So many candles already smell edible and hard to resist. Oh, man. I make some pretty good smelling candles that smell good enough to eat when I get them fruity fragrances going. Man, I've got some good smelling candles. Strawberries and grapes and pears. Oh, the citrus ones. Man, I still need to put that one candle up for sale. I'm having trouble putting this one candle up for sale because I like it so much. Talk about fruity. I bought some killer citrus fragrances. And this sucker, just want to get a spoon. This one has butterflies, sunshine, flowers, and stars. And the fun thing about these paraffin candles, when you use the bright colors and you don't make them too dark, they glow. So basically, when you go to light it, the whole thing will illuminate. This one here is lavender. And it's almost too dark to glow, but it does glow. See that? So I love making glow candles because you just light them up and the whole candle illuminates. Yeah, you do. Especially on Fatwood Anonymous. Definitely needs some smell-o-vision. This one started sinking down in the bottom, so I just started packing it full. It's got so many dang flowers. It's got a Fatwood queen crown in there. You got stars and butterflies and sunshine. Yeah. I'm not usually a very girly person, but I'm getting there. Right now, I think most of my candles on my Etsy store are all weed related. So I've been really needing to put up some regular candles on there. When I had my last candle sale, one of my neighbors says, because I said, I got just about every kind of candle. And he goes, do you have weed candles, like cannabis candles? Because if I had cannabis candles, everyone would come. So I went like for 2 months making all cannabis candles, but they're fruity, gummy scented candles. Oh, that's right. I did get into making them smelling like weed too. That took me a while. I'm still working on getting the pine fragrance right. I really want to make a Fatwood scented candle. I'm still struggling with that. This has a lot of pine. It has some citrus and black licorice in it because a lot of good Fatwood has citrus and black licorice. It's usually the terpenes. Y'all be good, or at least good at it. Oh. Bots. I love these new business cards that I had made. I just can't believe you can put freaking codes on there and just right there with your phone scan the code. And I don't know. There's little symbols that I put on them. See that? Facebook, Etsy, Instagram, YouTube. How cool is that, man? I love technology. Love technology. Just too cool. Balsam is a great smelling pine. You know what? You're right about that. I've got a lot of Fraser fir candles. What am I forgetting? I want to make sure I cover everything because I only pop up every 2 weeks. Like I said, tonight I was planning on showing new inventory on the store, but until I figure some things out, new inventory will be September. Probably, I think next Fatwood Anonymous would probably be September 2nd, maybe. I don't know, somewhere around there, close to my birthday. My birthday's September 5th, so we'll have to have a birthday chat next time. Did your comments submitted bots? Yeah, you're attracting all the bots, man. Quit it. No. I think I misunderstood that. Brenda, my wife, and I rented B&B downtown Lexington. We all small children. Any suggestions? Aw. I'll be looking for some pine scented candles here soon. Really? I need to get out my get into my hoard from last year. I got so many cases of candles that I made my first year that I haven't sold yet. And there's a lot of Fraser fir candles. Some of them are, most of my candles are multicolored and multi-scented. Like I'll be like one color, like 3 different colors or 2 different colors. But if it's fruity, it'll be different fruits. If it's woodsy, it'll be different wood. And if it's floral, it'll be different flowers. But I'll never mix them together, if you know what I mean. I have a tendency to make multicolored, tri-layered, because it's fun. And it keeps me busy and it keeps me sane. Ever since I haven't been able to go out in the wintertime, I've had to find something to do indoors. There's a balsam over here on the corner. Okay, I'm all out of water. I'm going to cut this pretty soon. Wow, I've been on a whole hour. Awesome. Let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Usually I have a list, so I make sure I cover everything. Tonight I'm just winging it. Gotta run. See you, Adam. Have a wonderful week. Thanks for visiting, stopping by to say hi. I think I covered everything. We didn't do any trivia. I'm planning on next Fatwood Anonymous, 2 weeks from today, doing some more fire safety trivia. You can never do enough fire prevention exercises and freshen up your fire safety, especially after the house across the street burnt down. Man, the hoarders hoarded their house so bad that they had way too much by the fireplace, and they were using propane torches to light their fire and setting them down by the fireplace where it's nice and warm. And apparently, one started hissing, caught fire or something, shot across the room, and they sent the babies to run next door to get their aunt, and man, it happened so fast. The one guy and the baby almost didn't get out. The dog didn't make it, and some cats didn't make it. So it's always good to freshen up your fire safety, whether it's your house fire or your campfire. It's always good to remind each other. Every time change, spring and fall, turn your clocks forward and back. That's always the best time to change out your batteries and your smoke alarms. Seems like every fire that I've seen, I've never heard a smoke alarm going off. My smoke alarms go off. Whether I like it or not, they go off. When I get the heat gun going or something and I'm not fully ventilated and got enough fans going, the smoke alarm goes off. That's a good thing. That doesn't mean take your batteries out. It's always good to freshen up your fire safety, right, guys? So next Fatwood Anonymous, we'll bring back the trivia and we'll do some fire safety. I'll have new inventory and all kinds of cool stuff and whatever else is new to talk about. Yeah, your fire extinguishers, they go expired. I can't tell you how many fire extinguishers that I've bought. They're expensive, but I keep them up to date. I've got cheap ones in the kitchen under the sink. I've got expensive ones down in the basement. And the expired ones, I kind of just throw them in the trunk of the car. You never know. You might catch your car on fire. Your brakes might be rubbing and get hot and catch fire. Or maybe someone else's car catches fire. You never know when a fire extinguisher could come in handy. It's always good to be prepared. And change your air filters every month. Service your AC in the winter is cheaper. Clean out your coils. Yes, take care of your shit. Yes. Be responsible. We're grown-ups now, right? Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. This was a small group tonight, but that's fine. I'm hoping everyone's getting out and enjoying this lovely weather, at least when it's nice. Check your pressure gauge on it. Yep. Thanks, HRM. I love you, man. Hope you're doing all right, and I love the rest of you guys. Thanks for coming and seeing me today, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks, and look forward to that fun video blowing up that super bubble. Thanks, Dish. Thanks, everybody. Peace out, man. It's good seeing you. Until next time. Bye-bye.